Hey everybody, this is Ryan from The Tat with Patrick and Ryan, and this week's episode is coming to you from the vault. This was our very first attempt at podcasting. We'll be back next week with an all-new episode. Enjoy.
So are we recording?
God, you're old. I knew that was the first thing you were going to say.
Really? Why? I just don't know. There's like wavy lines and the counter's moving.
Yeah, it's working. So
I don't know. I'm not that old.
But your friend.
They got arrested.
Yeah.
Or caught.
Caught. He's not arrested.
I don't know. According to his mom, it was like, she described it as the Secret Service, the anti-terrorists.
The CIA truck 5-1.
Raided their house and seized his computer. And I don't know if they're sorting through it and he's part of a larger network. Because I think that's probably what it is.
Okay.
He's like a small cog in the child porn business. Which sounds horrible. He said he never acted on it.
Oh man, that's weird.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that with my dad, I think. Something to the same effect where you just like normal people, you'd never know what they do
Not
at home.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
That's a line I couldn't cross. I can come close to that, I think.
Really?
But how with kids?
What? I mean, what's the line there?
I would say kids.
Well, okay.
That's an uncrossable line. That's a hard line.
I would.
Yeah. So, if you've ever watched a porno, have you ever watched it and thought, man, that girl looks a little young.
Yeah.
I'm not going to continue watching this.
I don't want to answer that.
Or even in the description. Like, I don't want to click on anything where it says teens. I mean, it just seems like you're going down the wrong path.
You think they screen that though, right?
I don't know. I think it's just safer to click on MILF.
Yeah, but
Granny tranny porn?
I don't know. I don't normally look at the titles.
You just look at the guy?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't watch porn. That's gross.
Well, yeah. I mean, when anyone's around.
Yeah. You gotta wait for a larger crowd to watch that.
Look how different porn is today. Remember when you were in high school? How was porn for you in high school?
A lot different.
Was it just video?
It was like
VHS?
those... No. It was still online.
It was still online. You're young enough where
Yeah.
you came in and that was online.
Yeah.
I remember walking down my dirt road when I was a kid and just like a little kid walking down the road, and all of a sudden you see this magazine and you think, could it be?
Really?
Hey, dirt. Someone threw the mag out of their window. It might be a little sticky, a little damp.
Probably a lot dirty.
It's dirty. Just dust it off. But no, I remember like magazines. That was big. And then like old VHS tapes that would just get passed around from kid to kid.
Really? Oh, there was something like that. But I think it was on a DVD. One of my friends in high school gave me like his old small porn collection. And he was like into midget porn.
Yes. That's a specialty.
And some of that was on there. It was like this weird mashup video of a whole bunch of different types.
Compilation.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He was a weird dude. He's a weird dude. He's cool though.
Can't go wrong with that.
No. But no, when I got into it, it was all like the 30-second preview clips online.
Yeah.
So
On dial-up? Or did you?
Yeah.
Did you have dial-up?
Yeah.
Because I lived through dial-up.
Me too. It was bad.
wait like 30 minutes to download the video clip.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time you saw porn?
Yeah. Oh, I don't want to tell this story.
Why? It can't be that bad.
It was at my grandma's house.
Your grandma had porn?
No, but she had Cinemax.
The softest of softcore porn.
Yeah, and it was. I thought I was super clever finding out how to masturbate for the first time. I was like, man, if I just put my hand like this, it's sort of like a vagina. I'm so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I found a magazine. I think my cousin gave me a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Hustler. Back in the day, I mean, Hustler was like full on. It was disgusting.
Yeah.
80s, full beaver.
Oh, that's right. You grew up in the 80s.
But I was only like 10 or 11, and I remember smuggling it from Michigan to Arizona in my Star Wars Return of the Jedi toy case. And my mom found it.
Oh, no.
Did not approve of it.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I saw it. Changed my life.
And here we are. 30 years later.
30 years. But no, I like porn. I mean, I think it's healthy. Anything in moderation. I mean, if you're going to like miss work for it, I don't think it's probably good.
That's not healthy.
I think if you're calling into work because you got to stay home and jerk it.
Just go to work and jerk it.
My shop is too dirty for that.
They have clean bathrooms?
They have a bathroom.
A bathroom. It's that small. Huh?
No, well, it is small, but technically there's 3 bathrooms. There's the boss's bathroom in his office, and then there's the floor bathroom, which is disgusting. And then in the back, there's a secret bathroom that nobody knows about. Well, a couple people know about it.
Well, you know about it.
I know about it. But every once in a while when the floor bathroom's taken, I have to go sneak to the back bathroom. And I've forgotten toilet paper.
Oh, no.
So then I have to go in the main bathroom, sit for another 15 minutes. But that's my bathroom routine.
Man. There's let's talk about the place we met. That we can't.
Let's not say.
Yeah, let's not say the name. We'll say the place in Whitehall.
The Whitehall?
Yeah.
The Whitehall shop?
The Whitehall shop.
There's shops in Whitehall.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It was back in 2014.
Okay. How long have you worked there before then?
I've worked there since May 3rd of 2010.
So you were there for 4 years.
Yeah.
I got hired, or I started there through Manpower. And on my first day, I walked in, and I remember you walked up to me, and you're like, you had your hood up.
Yeah.
Keep your head down.
I was going through a rough patch.
A rough patch.
Yeah.
You don't want to say with who, though.
We'll say
with an X. And we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
For now. I mean, we're not famous yet.
We'll say X1.
X1.
Because there was the other one that worked there. We'll get there.
I knew her briefly.
We'll call her X2.
X2.
The Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. I used to date a girl named Hillary. And we broke up, and a couple years later I met another Hillary. So I used to call her Hillary Part 2, the sequel. She didn't like it.
Why?
I don't know, she was a bitch. I didn't like her.
That's fair.
I didn't like her at all. She was not pretty.
Why'd you date her?
She had a Jeep.
Like a Wrangler?
I don't know, like those...
Well, that's a Rubicon.
Not a Rubicon. This isn't old, like a Renegade. You know, like the one where you take the doors off.
Okay.
When you think Jeep, you think Jeep.
Yeah, that's a Wrangler.
Is that a Wrangler?
Yeah.
Okay, a Wrangler.
Yeah, it looks kind of like that, but...
We're pointing at a red Jeep outside the window.
Yeah. Which is a Rubicon, I know, because I saw it yesterday. The same one. That's crazy.
So, we were talking about where we met.
Yeah.
And
Your first day, not my first
I
day.
was unemployed for like 3 months.
Where did you work before?
I worked for a moving company, we'll say. They rent out trucks.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
It was for the summer.
Yeah, you used to drive back and forth from like Muskegon to
Grand Rapids.
and Lansing too sometimes,
And
right?
yeah, every day we'd go to Lansing, Benton Harbor, Kalamazoo,
God,
or Muskegon.
that is miserable.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was the easiest job I ever had. Sometimes we just built boxes. Like big storage wood boxes.
Nice.
It was stupid.
Did it pay well?
Yeah, it was like $15 an hour.
What?
Yeah.
Why'd you leave?
I got laid off.
Oh, okay.
Like their busiest time was up till November, and then after that it just slowed down. So then I was on unemployment for a while, and I went to Manpower, and I interviewed at Manpower with the owner of the shop.
Huh?
He really liked me.
Yeah.
Thought I saw great potential in me. Got a funny little child molester mustache.
Oh my God. The punchline of so many jokes.
So many. And I thought, man, this is the lowest paying job I've ever had.
At a shop.
At a shop.
Yeah.
Handling multi-$1,000 parts.
Yeah.
Like single pieces could have been $1,000 a piece.
And were quite often.
And he paid like $8 to start, $8.50 to start.
8.
Yeah.
Now it's 9, I think.
Yeah. And then you got a $1 raise when you got hired in.
Yep. Unless you were a girl named Carla who only got a 50-cent raise because she was a total bitch. Really. That was years ago. That was so funny.
Man, I liked that shop because it was so clean.
Yeah.
And it was pretty chill.
The new place I work, the company, they are way more laid back and way cleaner.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
See, I've heard the flip side of that because I know someone else who works there.
Right. But I've only been there for a little while. She's been there for
20 years.
20, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time to build up a lot of rage against the company.
And it's not even so much the company, it's like some of the people who make it difficult to work there.
I call them the buttholes.
Yes.
Yeah. I did that at the White House shop too.
Oh my God, I hated the White House shop. In the end, I hated it so much. Because it was just stupid.
You got a rough deal though. Like,
Yeah.
Just for being honest, you pretty much got fired.
Yep. But that's fine.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I went to that awesome Christmas party.
Oh my God. I'm going this year. I've already got an invitation.
Really?
Yeah, like, I think, I can say her name. I think Maria's going to take me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was saying, are you still friends with Maria? Are you still...
Yeah, I was hanging out with her and Ben Friday night.
That's cool.
Yeah. That was... Yeah, I missed the people there so much.
What about our friend Ryan? You ever talk to him? Or not Ryan.
That's
You're
me.
Ryan.
I'm Ryan. Then he's Patrick. We never introduced ourselves.
We should have done that.
Yeah.
This is a horrible first episode.
Yeah, how's it going? Oh, it's still recording. That's good.
I hope it is.
Oh, it is.
There's nothing moving now.
Hold on.
I think we've been talking this whole time.
Yeah, no, it's good. We've been going for 14 minutes now.
What if they can't hear us and it's just background noise?
Even better.
This is the worst.
That could be an idea for a podcast.
The Andy Kaufman podcast.
The Andy Kaufman ambient noise. That would be so good.
Yes.
I love Andy Kaufman.
He is the best. Look at this crazy bitch bringing Starbucks cups into Brooklyn Bagels.
She's going to throw them away outside. She doesn't want anybody to know.
Yeah.
We know,
Shame.
though. She didn't shut her door. She's probably not coming in.
I'm going to tap on the glass.
Did she look?
No. She grabbed her butt, though. She knew I was looking at it.
Yeah, she was leaving. Grumpy. But yeah, let's.
Okay, our friend.
Which one?
I started with him. I got hired the same day as him. God, what's his name? Why can't I remember his name?
What does he look like?
Bearded.
That helps.
I went to a book signing with him in Atlanta.
Oh, Jim. He's good.
I talked to him like a month ago. But
Yeah.
I couldn't hear him. I was at a marching band concert.
Okay.
And I haven't called him back because I'm lazy.
Right. As far as I know, he lives with his sister in Allendale right now.
Okay. I think he was working in Cedar Springs or something.
Yeah, something like that. And he is like totally sober now.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
He had a problem apparently.
Yeah. Maybe. There's things I know.
I don't know a lot of things. I know he went. Oh, that's pretty bad. Yeah, he went off the road going to a party one time. I only know what somebody's told me. I don't want to. I'm not.
Right. Well, let's not talk about his business.
Yeah.
But I remember working.
But no, he's doing well.
Yeah, good. And he was the funnest guy to work with because
He didn't care.
did not care. They spent days making darts to shoot out of the air guns. Do you remember that?
I do. I think I was the one who gave him the idea.
And I was like, how come you could just fuck off and I have to work?
Yeah.
It's not fair.
And he probably said, because I don't care.
Because I don't care.
Yeah.
He didn't, which is cool.
I think I bonded with him at first because like one of the first conversations we ever had was about our ex-girlfriends. And that was the same time that I was going through that rough patch.
With the X1?
Yeah, with the ex-one. And we went through similar deals where she had like cheated on him and we were like, oh yeah, women suck. So that's how we bonded initially. And then after that, he was just funny.
Yeah, he's a smart dude.
Yeah, like annoyingly smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's the kind of guy who could be working in, like, a real field, but doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's because he didn't have all his shit together at the time,
That's, I think, what he would say.
but
That's crazy.
I had a roommate after my divorce that,
Yeah.
he was in the Navy.
That's one of those confusing things that we were talking about before.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but your friend in the Navy.
He was in the Navy. He worked on the USS Enterprise, and he was like ridiculously smart. And went to the nuclear engineering school through the Navy. And when he was leaving the Navy, he was recruited to work on the East Coast in some big nuclear power plant, but just didn't want to because he had friends and family in Michigan, so he wanted to move back here. But I think he was schizophrenic because when he lived with me,
So he had a lot of friends.
so he had a lot of friends. They were all in his head,
Awesome.
all named Steve.
So what happened?
So he would go a little off the deep end, I think, and he would drink a lot, and he would like stay in his room for days at a time. But he would get up and go to work every day. We worked at another shop in Grand Haven, and he would get up every day, go to work, not miss a day.
Is this the roommate you told me about that like pissed in 5-gallon buckets?
Yeah, he would keep a bucket in his room because he was busy playing online games like Final Fantasy or World of Warcraft. But he couldn't pause the group or the game to go to the bathroom, so he would just drop trowel in his room. Disgusting.
Yeah.
So that didn't go well. We're not friends anymore. I miss him. But
He wouldn't come back.
my point was he was so smart. He was like legitimately the smartest person I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, just knew everything. Like there was nothing he didn't know. And I think I know a lot, but the stuff I don't know, like I go out of my way to learn and read and try to figure out.
Right. Yeah, I'm confused about that too.
Yeah, I mean, boys will be boys.
Yeah.
We're not making much sense. So this is our first attempt,
Yeah.
and we need to come up with a name.
I'm just calling it episode 0 right now.
Well, for our overall show, because we have to list it as something.
I think now's probably a good time to start talking about what we're actually going to do.
I know, we're like, what, 30 minutes in?
I don't know.
I would say we're about 30 minutes.
Some amount of time. I'm going to say 27. Oh, 20. Man, how long is this going to take?
How are we ever going to do an hour?
It'll be pretty easy. We still have a lot to talk about. No, this is why I was excited to do this with you, because, like, you talk a lot. I mean that in a good way.
I love to talk.
Yeah.
But I generally hate people, so...
Yeah, which is very funny to me.
Maybe it's because I close myself off so much.
Could be.
That when I get around someone I can talk to, I just have diarrhea in the mouth.
Do you talk to Shelly a lot, or no?
No, I try to avoid it.
Oh, okay.
That's my wife.
Yeah.
We don't talk.
Why?
Well, we don't like each other.
Really?
Yeah, we just love each other, but we don't like each other.
Well, that's an interesting thing.
I'm joking. We talk a lot. She hits more than I do. She's very abusive.
Well, she's a little taller than you, right?
No, I think we're the same height.
I imagine like a Sonny and Cher thing.
You do?
Yeah. But except you guys
She's
don't
like-
sing.
I sing to her all the time. She hates it.
Oh. Okay, then it really
She
is like
literally
Sonny and
hits
Cher.
me. All right, so what I want to do, I want to do
Right.
a podcast where I can just sit and talk.
Yep.
We could have a guest on from time to time, maybe.
Yeah, I think we should sometimes not plan a guest and just wherever we are, pull a random person and interview them.
Yeah, we could do that. As long as they're hot and single.
Yeah, and a dude. No, preferably at least a dude that looks like a guy.
What I thought would be a cool idea is if we did like an alternating podcast where like maybe one week we meet in like a coffee shop, and then the next week we're at like a brewery, and then kind of go back and forth.
Well, it could just be
Or half and half.
we meet wherever.
Yeah.
And then talk about what we're doing.
Can you drink beer?
On Saturdays, yeah.
It's an interesting diet.
Huh?
It's an interesting diet. Do you feel worried like if you fall off the wagon, you're going to eat and then gain all the way back?
Yeah, I'm terrified of that actually. But the plan is to keep going how I'm doing it right now. And if that does happen, go back to like super strict, no cheat days.
Just go back to day one.
Yeah.
What about exercise? Have you...
I've started to, because at the company, they have a gym in the facility.
On site?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So a few days after work, I run for about 20 minutes, half hour. I basically try to keep my heart rate up for about 20 minutes so I'm burning fat.
Right.
Try not to build any muscle right now.
That's good. Yeah, I had Ryan showing off the guns right now.
Yeah, I almost got kicked out.
I want to do more hiking. I don't want to run. I think running is...
It's awful. I hate it.
And as you get older, it's actually harder on you.
Yeah, well, they have an elliptical there,
Elliptical's the
which
way
is
to go.
easy to keep your heart rate up.
Yes.
It's,
I was actually listening to a podcast with, I think it was Joe Rogan.
yeah, he's got a good one.
He had Jesse the Body Ventura on, and Jesse the Body does elliptical running.
Nice. Do you? I listened to one. I was going up north to visit Patrick and Katie.
Okay.
Other Patrick.
G.
Yeah, Patrick G. And
Not related to Kenny G.
yeah, close though. And
They look a little similar.
I was with a couple of people that I worked with at the Whitehall shop, and we were listening to the Joe Rogan Experience, and Steve-O was on.
Oh my God.
That's a good
so funny.
episode.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one?
I think I did.
It's very good.
I think that was the one the
It's
only
really-
Steve-O I've listened to, because he's like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Bert Kreischer. Does The Machine. He's been on the Joe Rogan podcast a few times. He's got his own podcast called the Bertcast. He's a stand-up comedian. And he just tells a story when he was on a school trip to Russia, how he helped the Russian mob rob a train.
What?
And that's where I'm going to leave it because you need to check it out.
Okay.
It's the funniest story ever. The movie Van Wilder was based on his life.
Like,
Yeah, back in like the late 90s.
you mean the National Lampoon's Van Wilder?
Yeah.
That's a funny movie.
Yeah. Rolling Stone did an article on Bert Kreischer, named him the #1 partier in the U.S. And
What a title.
he earned it. And then that Van Wilder movie happened because of it. He had nothing to do with the movie, but claims he never saw it.
Right.
But it was based on his life.
Crazy.
Anyway, so that's the kind of podcast I listen to.
Okay.
And video games.
Right.
And I was listening to a sex podcast, but
The Sandra?
I checked that out once.
It's weird.
The one I listened to was Guys We Fucked. It's 2 comedians, and they're just talking.
Oh, they're girls.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not 2 guys.
I thought you said guys who fucked.
No, guys we fucked.
Right.
And they would have their exes on from time to time, and they would just talk. And it was hilarious.
Yeah, that would be awful.
No, it was good. It was really good. It just got kind of old, though. I mean, like, everything after a certain point becomes the exact same thing. So just you listen to the same thing over and over. And
You just know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Oh, no. I think we can avoid that easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I listened to Mark Maron's podcast.
W2.
Yeah, a few times with some pretty cool guests on there. I can't recall any of them. Well, Kristen Wiig was one of them. That was a really interesting one.
Who was it?
Kristen Wiig.
Okay. The comedian?
Yeah. Very funny.
Yeah.
Like, normally women aren't funny.
Just because?
Just because.
They're lacking the comedy gene?
Right. No.
They're too busy breastfeeding.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I mean, they don't have time to come up with jokes while they're in the kitchen. They have to focus on what they're doing.
And the one female listener that we picked up right away just bailed.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No problem.
We'll get another one.
Yeah, she'll probably be super ugly, though.
I hope.
No, I think women are very funny. Just not in a conventional way.
Just ironically funny?
Yeah.
Like Alanis Morissette?
No, women are very funny. They are. I don't want to give that impression off where...
That you're sexist?
I'm not.
Woman-hating?
You know, I just think it...
Anti-feminist?
Yeah.
You basically pick them up by the pussy.
Basically.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Grab your red bull. I caught the aftermath of that. I don't know what it's about.
He was being recorded talking to a TV personality, and he was just bullshitting, talking, saying stupid shit.
Oh, just locker room talk.
That's what he
people
called
said,
it.
yeah.
But, like, athletes have come out and said, that's not how we talk in the locker rooms. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Why would you... Like, they have wives, most of them.
Yeah. But, like, the thing is, the guy's multi-millionaire. Who cares?
Yeah.
He can do whatever he wants. I mean, I don't think he's going to make a good president. I don't think Hillary's going to make a good president. I don't really care.
It doesn't matter who's president. It really doesn't. What really matters are the elected representatives.
Yes. At the state level.
Yeah. That's what people don't realize. I'm very smart politically.
I'm not.
So anything I say should be taken with a handful of salt.
So after I left the Whitehall shop, a week later I started at the shop I'm at now in Greenwich.
Right.
Making more money, working a little bit more hours,
Right.
but I have a lot more freedom.
Yeah.
Which I actually got Jim a job there
Yeah, I remember that.
right away. He lasted a day,
Yep.
and then he didn't come back.
Yep. I thought that was very funny when you told me that. Then I think he told me that too, and I laughed at it.
Well, it was during the winter, and he did live like an hour
100 miles away, basically.
It's like, why are you taking a job for like $10 an hour where you have to drive 100 miles? I guess he just didn't think it through.
That car got really good gas mileage, though.
Really good gas mileage.
Yeah.
But he said he went off the road once.
Yep.
Slid off the road, and he just went home.
I don't blame him.
I didn't care. I laughed.
Yep.
So it was funny. So.
But, no, after you left, so many new people came and went.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The place is just a revolving door. Mm-hmm. They don't pay. And they don't... I mean, for the most part, I think...
The job is not a bad job.
No, he tries to take care of the employees.
The ones he likes.
The ones he likes.
And the ones he feels he can fix.
Yeah.
Here's the story. So, I had put my 2 weeks in already, and they were having me train this older woman who started there. I won't say her name, because I think she's a nice lady, but some people don't get that kind of work. So that's what I'll say to be nice.
I hope that picked that up.
I hope so too.
Was it the older woman that was there when I was there?
No. She had just started.
Okay. So it was a new hire.
It was a new hire. And they were having me train her. And I forgot where I was going with this story.
People he could fix.
Oh, yeah. She, oh, no, this is a different woman. I'm thinking, okay. This was before I had put my 2 weeks in, and this one younger girl started there, and she was like, it's not good to prejudge people, but when you're pretty good at it, you're pretty good at it.
At prejudging?
Yeah.
Yes.
This girl, had a whole bunch of, like, I don't think this is bad inherently, but she had a whole bunch of, like, piercings in her face and stuff, and
so basically her dad didn't love her.
Basically, yeah.
I'm sorry, every time I see, like, a hot girl and she's got, like, a bunch of facial piercings, maybe she's not a stripper, but I know her dad didn't love her.
There's another funny story that I'll tell you in a minute.
This will be the never-ending story podcast.
Oh, man.
Because we'll just go from story to story to story and never finish
one. Well, let me finish this one. This one is pretty good. So she was a wreck. Like, she had her first day, and I was like, okay, it's not bad. I can probably see her getting it.
Developing.
Yeah, developing. Sure. And then I'm on first shift at this point. I come in the next day, and she comes in, and we're walking down the ramp. And when people ask you a question just so that, like, no matter what answer you give, they can tell you the answer to that same question.
Right.
She did that. She said, "How was your night?" I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't know you. Why are you asking me this? And I said, it was good. I didn't ask how her night was.
She proceeded to tell you.
Yeah, because I didn't care. And she said, yeah, I don't really remember a lot of mine. And I went, oh. Again, I didn't care, so I didn't inquire. She said, yeah, my friend just got off probation, and we just, like, got super baked, and I don't remember a whole lot. And I was like...
Well, this is after she's passed the drug screen.
Yeah.
To start at the company.
Yeah, which is just like a mouth swab, so...
Yeah.
It's nothing. Yeah. And I'm thinking in my head, why are you telling me this? Like, this is your second day at a brand new job.
And she's probably, what, like, young 20s?
Yeah.
Low 20s?
I think she was like 22, 23.
Okay.
So, makes sense. And so I tell... Like, I don't want this girl working here, basically. So I go to Scott and I say, look, here's what this girl told me.
So you narked her out?
Totally.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Yeah, I felt bad for a second. And then here's what happened. Here's why I'm telling this story. In the spirit of him liking to fix people.
Right.
I told him word for word what I just told you. And he said, well, maybe you can give her some counsel. He said counsel. He said counsel her.
Okay.
At work.
Yeah.
No.
You're trained for that.
Yeah, I'm a trained counselor.
In no way, shape, or form, working in a shop setting,
Right.
should another
Try to counsel anyone.
The counsel should be, maybe you should go get help. I'm not the person to talk to.
Yeah. I don't think she needed help. I just think she needed to shut up.
Keep your personal.
Yeah, I don't care if she
quiet.
does that stuff.
Especially someone you met like a day ago.
Yeah, like I just didn't like her.
Yeah.
So basically, I got her fired. She's gonna be our one ugly female listener. She's gonna hear this.
But I wonder, like, if her dad would have just picked her up once and said, "I love you, sweetie. You're a princess."
She probably would have worn a lot less makeup.
No facial piercings.
Maybe one, but like a cool one on the nose.
Or maybe just the lip.
No, lips are gross.
I dated a girl with one in her lip.
Gross.
I don't think her dad loved her.
It was gross, right?
Yeah. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend once with a...
Oh, I was wrong. It's a Wrangler.
Yeah, see? I don't know. That's a four-door Wrangler, but...
It's like a stretched...
It's like a Jeep limo. Redneck limo.
But anyway, yeah, this girl, he wanted me to counsel her, and I said okay because what do you tell the owner of the company?
Oh, fuck off like I did.
Yeah, you...
Wait, that didn't work out for me.
No, it didn't work out for you.
I was asked to not come back.
So I said okay, and then I went and told, we'll call her Jay. Oh, we can say her name, right?
Well, as long as you don't give like her last name.
Yeah.
Her date of birth.
Jeannie.
Social Security.
Yeah, I know all those things too. No, I told Jeannie about it.
And Jeannie just, I don't like that.
Yeah, she was totally on my side about it. She was like, she said, what the fuck? Like
Again,
that.
The girl could potentially be handling thousands of dollars irreplaceable.
Yeah, and that's how I sort of explained it. I said, I don't want somebody who's going to, like, give me this information on day 2 here, ruining parts.
And what if...
We already don't get bonuses. I didn't say that, though.
I didn't get a bonus. And what if, she was under the influence and hurt herself?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to see her get hurt.
So... Yeah, and that's how I approached it, which I did feel that way, but mostly I didn't like her, so I got her fired.
Right. That's all right. I mean, you don't like somebody, shouldn't have to work with them.
Yeah, exactly.
I work with a guy I can't fucking stand.
Really?
He is the biggest douche bag on the planet.
Tell me about this guy.
First of all, he smokes with an e-cig, which...
If you do that, just don't.
just kill yourself.
I didn't say that, but...
I'm advocating suicide.
That's fine.
For post-birth abortion. He's actually married to a girl I went to high school with. And she was a nice girl.
Strike 2.
She was really nice in high school. She just got...
Yeah, but Fruitport's not doing great right now.
Not doing great. She got knocked up. She's got a couple, 2 daughters. By, I think, 2 different guys. I don't want to say.
Right.
Because I don't want to...
I saw what you said.
But, just... I don't know. Just not good people. Just kind of white trash. And
Sweet.
This guy thinks we're best friends at work. Always wants to talk to me.
Are you super mean to him, but he thinks it's joking?
I basically just ignore him.
Oh, yeah.
There's been whole days where I haven't said a word to this person. And a couple of days later, he'll be like, hey, did you watch The Flash on TV last night? I'll be like, no, I didn't. Maybe I did. I just don't want to talk to him about it.
Right.
But mostly I don't. So I went and I got a cool Star Wars tattoo for when The Force Awakens came out. And now he's gone and gotten a couple of comic tattoos. He's got the Flash symbol, the lightning bolt symbol, and now he got a green arrow symbol. The guy owns maybe 6 comic books. Everything else about comics he's read on Wiki. just read on them.
Pretend like I don't know anything about comic books.
Well, basically, like, you know Batman.
Yeah.
Okay, so generally, you know...
I know about comic
You know
books.
of Batman.
Yeah.
But if you took it a step farther and you went online and you wanted to maybe read a synopsis on a certain storyline that went on, and you just kind of dug deep and found out, you know, Batman had a son. You know, stuff like that. That's what this guy does.
Okay.
But now he's got a couple of comic book tattoos.
So you think he's a poser?
Big poser.
Okay.
And he's really into Pearl Jam. And he's talked about getting a Pearl Jam tattoo, which I already have a couple. And I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Just because you don't want him
I don't
to.
want him to have a tattoo like I do. I can't stand the guy.
That's funny.
So he smokes those e-cigarettes at work. Just disgusting. His
Yeah.
wife smokes regular. She smokes dope. Which, whatever. I mean,
Yeah. No big deal.
yeah. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it's not legal in Michigan yet, but
In some places it's tolerated now.
yeah. I don't get it.
Just legalize all drugs. Let people let it sort itself out.
I'm 100% for the legalization of marijuana.
All drugs.
I don't know about all drugs, because
Why not?
I don't think I'd want to go to Walgreens and buy
Heroin?
heroin.
You used to be able to.
Yeah.
And cough syrup.
Well, I don't want to do that now.
That's how women used to get their kicks, for real.
I would abuse it. I'm the kind of guy who would abuse it.
Well, and then it would sort itself out. So there you
Exactly.
go.
But I think just the tax benefits alone to the state, hundreds of millions of dollars in taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they can't spend the money fast enough in places like Colorado.
Right.
I mean, Michigan is a broke-ass state.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I love it though.
I hate it.
Do you hate Michigan?
If I could move tomorrow, I would.
You can.
I can't.
Why?
I have ties.
Bow ties?
No, like
Neckties?
family ties. With
I
Michael
hated that
Keaton.
show.
Not Michael Keaton, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
I don't think Michael Keaton was on that.
Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
You mean like
Batman?
and Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton? You know his real name is actually Mike Douglas?
Is it really?
Yeah, but there's already a Michael Douglas in Hollywood.
Oh, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
We got way off the rails again. What were we talking about?
Where were we going? So anyway,
Let's talk about more podcast stuff. Ideas.
like I said, I listen to a lot of comedy podcasts,
Yeah.
which those are all comedians, and they're all doing it to further their comedy career.
Right.
So, if we ever want to go into stand-up,
Which I've thought about so many times. But I don't know.
I think I'm too old.
No, you're not too old.
I think I'm too old.
How
You have to start when you're in your 20s.
why?
Because you don't have anything really tying you to a certain place. Like, tomorrow you could pack up, move to California, go to LA, and go start doing open mics at the Comedy Store.
You don't need to do that anymore.
You do.
No, there's YouTube. That happens.
It's different, though.
No, it's not.
How many YouTube channels are there? Millions. The
Right.
chances of you getting discovered on YouTube,
You have to do the dumbest thing you can think of.
everything is done. What are you going to do? Shove a fucking ghost pepper up your ass and walk around? I mean,
That's way too
I'm
extreme.
sure that's been done.
I hope not. And if it did happen, I hope whoever did it deserved it.
I've watched, like, that Show Nice guy on YouTube.
Shoe nice.
Shoe Nice? I thought it was Show Nice. Shoe Nice where he drinks, like, a gallon of vodka.
Yeah.
How he doesn't die.
There's a documentary. Do you know, have you heard the news outlet Vice?
Yeah, love it.
Yeah, they did a documentary on him. You should check that out. He's actually sort of like a weird humanitarian. He does this stuff to like, and I don't remember it exactly, but he does this stuff to like raise awareness for people sometimes. That's what he says. He might just be out of his mind.
That's got to be all bull, because
I think he's homeless right now.
I would imagine.
Yeah,
I don't think he has a solid.
he had a family.
I don't think they want him.
They don't. That's why he's homeless.
All right, kids. Dad's in the living room shooting a YouTube video. He might be a little cranky because he's got to drink a fifth of Everclear today, so just stay out of it.
Watched him eat a whole box of crayons.
Why would you eat crayons?
I don't know, but
That's got to be murder on your...
why would anybody
bowels.
sit there and watch anybody else eat a whole box of crayons?
Stupid.
It's funny.
Stupid. Some of the podcasts I listen to have started going to like video podcasts, where they have a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. Like if we ever progress to the point where we had a studio and we could just set up a camera and
Get people to come in.
Yeah, I mean we could do that in a place like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a camera right there.
Yeah, there's a camera everywhere now. We have 3 cameras sitting on the table right now.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I just don't know if it's working.
What, this? Let's check on it. It says it's still working. That's what that red bar means, old man. See, we're almost at an hour.
And I think we can go a little over an hour.
Yeah, absolutely.
We shoot for an hour, and then on stuff that goes like really...
Just cut out the crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends on how much editing you want to do.
I think there should be like maybe an introduction and an outro, maybe.
Yeah. And then plus, like we'll have to add a thing where like, oh, you know, if you like us, check us out on iTunes, rate, and write give us a 5-star review.
I think we should start uploading these on SoundCloud. That's a pretty good outlet for people to... Holy shit. She had a big old ass.
Big old beefer.
Yeah. That's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking about a butt. It's no big deal.
So obviously we're going to be probably not safe for work. No kids allowed.
Why?
Adult-orientated.
That's an interesting topic that we should talk about one time is kids and swearing.
I hate it.
What, you hate that kids swear? I love it.
My kid swears at me. I have a 15-year-old son.
Right.
And he thinks he can talk to me.
We're 2 different perspectives here.
But he thinks he can talk to me like he talks to his 15-year-old friends.
Why can't he?
Because I'm an adult and he's a child.
What does that mean?
It just means like, it's a respect thing. Like
So if he talked to you like he talked to his 15-year-old friends respectfully,
that'd be fine.
okay.
But if he drops like an F-bomb, I don't want to hear it.
Why?
It's just, I don't know. Maybe
Because it's
like,
your kid?
Yeah.
What if it was another 15-year-old?
I don't want to hear it.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess I kind of get that way because I'm like, what do they know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, when I was 15, I was saying all the same things.
Yeah, we did the same things.
Exactly. But I never crossed that line talking to my parents like that.
No.
Because it's not like they would have smacked me around or anything. They never did.
Right.
It's just a respect thing.
I was like 20 before I started talking like that in front of my parents, and I still don't say.
And even now, like I really don't.
Mom.
Yeah, like oh mom, you fucking suck. I would never say anything.
If my mom listened to this, I would warn her. I would say, Mom,
I'm not even gonna tell my parents.
I love you, but maybe I'll just make an edited version for her.
Nah, it's just not even worth it.
That's too much work. I love her.
I think once we get really situated, where we really can do a higher quality podcast, maybe.
What are you talking about? This is
I mean, this is high quality, but I'm talking
high octane.
high octane, fully fuel. I've some good examples of the way podcasts do it. Professional. A lot of guys just do it out of their house.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have a computer. They can edit it together. They can do advertising.
Right. Eventually, what I want to get is like I want to get a MacBook.
Yes.
And have that set up wherever we go.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Yeah. That's expensive, though. Well, I mean, maybe I could get a used one. Really?
Anywhere from $700 to $2,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a big range.
well, yeah, but I mean, you're talking like a $700 MacBook compared to a $2,000 iMac
Right.
Pro or whatever.
Yeah.
I was looking at them the other day online.
They just came out with a whole new line of all new MacBooks.
I missed the keynote this last week. I didn't even look at
It's
it.
still up. You can watch it.
I didn't even look at it.
It's pretty cool.
It is what it is.
It's very cool.
I am a diehard Apple user.
Same.
I will never own a different kind of phone. I'll always have an iPhone.
even if they, and I'm not saying they will because I like them, even if they go to crap.
They would have to like seriously try to tank the brand,
Yeah.
and I don't think they can at this point.
Yeah, I think that's only a good direction from you.
I mean, they're already one step up from other companies like Samsung. Our batteries don't explode.
Yeah.
Our phones haven't caused a plane crash yet.
Not yet.
So, I've got...
Lots of love for Apple here.
Yeah. Well, I personally have 2 iPhones. I have my phone and then my daughter's phone. And I have 2 iPads, 2 minis. I have a PC laptop, but I'll never buy another PC again. I'll buy a Mac.
Right.
Or an iMac.
I have the iPhone, iPad mini, Mac mini, an Apple TV, like a first generation Apple TV that I need a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new ones are sweet.
I thought about getting one, then we got a Fire Stick from Amazon. But it's like hacked, so we get download free movies.
So that's a good thing to say.
Send it that out. I don't care.
Oh, Kids in Swing.
Oh, yeah. So I always feel like they haven't earned the right to talk like that.
My nephew last night, my youngest nephew, I love him so much. He's so funny. I won't say his name, but he's a little redheaded kid. And we went to this family Halloween party thing last night, and there was like a whole bunch of little kids there that I have no idea who they are. Yeah. And he was playing with one of them, and they were down over a hill, and he comes up, and he said, I wish I knew who that kid's mother was. He said, why? He said, because he called me an asshole. And then I was standing by my dad and my brother-in-law, and they handled it pretty well because like they had kids and they know how to handle it. So I turned around and I just busted out laughing. Like I couldn't let him see me. A few minutes later, my sister comes out and she says, what are you doing? He said, I don't know. She said, you're being a little asshole. He said, that's what that kid called me. He called me an asshole.
That's awesome.
And then we all lost it.
I used to think it was funny to teach my nephews swear words.
Yeah.
I mean, because it is.
It is.
I didn't have to deal with it.
Right.
But maybe once I had kids, I didn't want
in the parking lot.
Man, I don't know what kind of prescription that is. Viagra.
Maybe that'll straighten his neck out a little bit.
Straighten something out.
Yeah, looks like a dickhead. No, he's probably cool.
Probably a grandpa.
But yeah, Kids in Swearing is very funny.
I don't know.
Because I don't have kids, so I don't have to deal with
I
it.
think there's also a time and place. Like, if we're out working on something and, say you smash your hand and you drop an F-bomb, that doesn't bother me.
Right.
But I think if we're standing in the kitchen, just like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I think that's just contextually inappropriate. They're not going to want to sit over here. Poor choice.
But yeah. No, I agree with you there, because I don't even like it when adults do that. Like when it's just excessive, just to say the word. No. Like, it flows in conversation sometimes, and that doesn't bother me. But if it's just like every other word, just to try to
work it in.
Yeah. Then just don't talk.
Yeah. Well, I think you'd be saying better by not speaking.
Yeah.
But like, I hate it. Like if you're out in public and someone is excessively dropping F-bombs or whatever.
Well, yeah, I try to keep it quiet because I don't want to make anybody else uncomfortable.
Exactly. So, I mean, if you're gonna drop the M-bomb, I think that's always appropriate.
Yeah, super loud too.
Not ever. Unless you're like 90 years old.
I think it's John Mulaney who had the joke where he was writing for some TV show, and there was some word that they couldn't say, like cunt or something like that. And he was trying to write it in, and he's like, you can't say cunt. And then they got talking about the N-word, and they said, they equated it to the N-word. He said, it's not even close, because you're saying cunt, but you're saying the N-word. You're not saying the actual word. It's something like that, and it's very funny. It just reminded me of that.
Yeah, we were talking about stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
And a lot of podcasters do that hand in hand with the podcast and their stand-up career. And it's kind of like self-promoting. And they build a fan base, and then they go out, and their listeners come, and it's an interesting thing. I don't know. I've thought about it. I think I was too old to get started in something like that.
No, you're never too old. I think that's a bad mentality. I think it's a shame when people put that limitation on themselves, too. You were like, what, 50? No, how old are you?
I am 40.
You're 40, exactly.
Exactly.
And I just turned 27. So, like, you'll probably live till at least 60.
65.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So you got another good 20, 25 years.
See? I don't know.
That's a long time.
It is.
That's more than half of your life already.
Considering my mom is in her mid-60s, my dad is 90.
Yeah, but that's a weird situation. I remember you talking about your dad a little bit at the Whitehall shop.
I literally have half brothers and sisters who are retired from their careers. They have grandchildren.
Oh, no.
So I don't see them.
Right. But yeah, you'll probably live for a while.
Oh, yeah.
To be able to enjoy the benefits of possibly becoming famous.
I don't even really want to be famous. Like, if we could do a podcast a week, put it up, and have a good following, I would be happy.
Right.
I don't think I'm going to get rich off of it. I think if we started a network where we hosted several podcasts, I think that would be a huge thing. I think that's far down the road.
Yeah. Just start small.
Yeah.
Who's going to listen to us for an hour anyway?
Who knows? I listen to the stupidest podcasts. I listen to podcasts about Game of Thrones.
That whole Game of Thrones thing, I don't get it.
I love it. It's fun.
What's fun about it?
It's just a period piece. It's a good story.
Well, most people watch it for like the nudity, right?
I don't think for the nudity. I think there is some nudity, but I've
heard a lot.
There's a good amount of nudity,
which I think is great.
100% for nudity.
But I've never watched it, so.
What about shows like Westworld? You watch Westworld?
No.
It's a good show. It's a Westworld.
I don't really watch a lot of shows.
I only watch a few, like The Walking Dead. Watch that.
I watch a lot of documentaries.
Those are fun.
Yeah, and for like the longest time, I went through everything that Anthony Bourdain has on Netflix.
Okay.
That was really cool.
Is he? He's a heroin user.
He's what?
Heroin user?
Used to be.
Not anymore?
No, he's clean now.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, I know, right? What a bummer.
I've never seen heroin.
I've never seen it in person. I don't think. I may have.
I know I've never had. In fact, it was only probably like 2 years ago I saw cocaine for the first time.
I don't know that I've ever seen it. Maybe I have.
Like, I feel like it was around me at times at parties.
Oh, for sure.
Or at a bar, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I'd never, like, been offered.
Because you're just not that likable.
I guess not.
Nobody ever looked at you and be like, yeah, this guy would be fun to do
That guy
cocaine
looks
with.
like he could do some coke.
Yeah, no. No, I would never anyway. That's not my bag.
I've tried it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
No. It wasn't.
What a face.
It wasn't not fun. But it wasn't great. Like, I immediately had to call Sean.
Really?
And tell
Oh, so it was recently.
within 2 years.
Oh, man.
I'll go. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. That's what I said. I'm like, I just wanted to let you know that I tried. Okay. It's just like, what's wrong with you? How are you living your life?
So it wasn't a good experience.
It wasn't bad. I just wouldn't do it again. Like,
That's good. That's a good decision to make. I think a lot of people don't make that decision.
It did not have that like movie effect on me where it's like, yeah, let's go.
Right.
Let's party all night. I was like, okay, I'm kind of wired. It feels like I drank like 4 cups of coffee. Maybe I'm talking a little bit faster. I'm not thinking any faster. It's stupid.
Right. Not like a super genius now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never try that.
What about like marijuana?
I've never, ever. No, I have.
Yeah.
A lot, and I enjoyed it. But it's been a long time, though. It's not worth losing a job over.
Yeah, you work in a company now where...
We'll say a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah.
Because it is. And it's sweet. And I can't wait to really reap the benefits of that.
Yeah, that is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good company. I mean...
People get jobs there and they stay there for 30 plus years. That's a good sign.
They've got decent benefits.
A lot better than
Whitehall.
Yeah.
You got a nice profit sharing bonus.
Yeah. I'm stoked for that.
Right?
I won't get anything this coming.
Following year will be more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can probably calculate it about what I'll get from what I know.
Yeah, the person that I know that works there, they know exactly what they're going to get within a few $100s.
Yeah. Well, they project it. It's pretty cool. Right now they're over what they want to be, which is good, especially because the program that I'm working on is like hemorrhaging money.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in there. There's no pressure for me though. I mean, I have a good job. I'm secure.
Right.
But if I could move to this other position, I'd lose a couple dollars an hour to start.
But within no time.
Within 6 months.
Yeah.
You're making more than what you were.
Yeah.
So.
And that's hopefully where I'm going to be too. I got to read up on their promotion system because it's pretty cool. I'm excited.
Yep. It's very exciting.
How long have we been talking?
It was like 4 hours.
It's over an hour.
Cool.
We can keep going. I mean,
For a few.
yeah, a few more minutes. What else is there to talk about? Let's try to wrap this up, I guess.
Well,
Wait, what was the idea you were talking about? You said something about 4 tornadoes.
Oh, yeah. I have notes in my phone.
Wait, let's let this
The
noise
bomb
happen.
drop. The loudest noise ever. It's the Blitzkrieg in London.
Okay, I think we're safe now.
Okay, so I've been adding notes of topics to discuss or ideas, and I have something called Human Tornado 4.
This is an idea for a podcast.
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
It just says Human Tornado 4.
He didn't write anything
No context. It was probably genius.
What's the date that you wrote that down? It'll tell you.
September 12th.
So, of this year?
Yes.
Okay. Where was your head?
I know. I have an idea for a road trip podcast where we just go on a road trip.
Where? Anywhere?
Anywhere. Just set out.
Let's do that next summer. I want to go to Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, we can do some talking there.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of places. There's one place in particular that I want to go called the Green Mill.
Okay.
It's like a jazz club. And I want to go there. And I also want to eat a hot dog.
Okay.
From a street vendor.
Just
A real Chicago dog.
maybe get the E. coli experience.
Yeah.
I wanted to start a street vending hot dog business once.
Why didn't you? You look like a guy who would do that.
Hey, you want the hot dog?
Yeah, you look like the hot dog vending
I would
type.
probably shave.
Keep made some bad choices, lady.
Her face is probably pierced. I would shave, but here's a golden idea that I have for a comedy podcast, an ensemble cast based on Gilligan's Island.
What?
It would basically be 3 of us, or 4 guys, go off on a 3-hour fishing trip.
I hate fish.
Well, that could be your thing. You hate fish. And now we're stuck on a deserted island.
Oh no.
But somehow our podcasting equipment made it, and we're able to broadcast the song.
Like they had their radio.
Yes. Something like that.
Okay.
I'll tell you about it. And then I don't know if I could do a whole podcast on this, but an ex-girlfriend podcast. I think I could do a segment.
I think, yeah, just with your ex-girlfriends, we could probably, like, I have 2. 3, really, but one of them only, like, it was in high school and it lasted a month.
Oh, that counts.
Yeah, and I think we're cool. I don't know, I haven't talked to her in years.
I've talked to a few of my exes.
Did I tell you that I dated X1 again?
No.
I didn't?
No, you went back to X1?
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool, though.
So I know she moved back.
Yeah. Lives sort of in the Heights.
Okay.
It's a cool house. I like the house.
So you guys decide to give it another go?
Yeah, from about the beginning of March to the beginning of May of this year, it happened.
So a couple of months.
A couple months, and then, I don't know, I'm stupid and always think that it can work. And she's probably the smart one in this regard, breaking it off. But it was mostly mutual. It was more mutual this time than it was the first time. Is what I'll say. But why do people walk around with poo faces on all the time?
Because they just stepped in poo.
Poo! No, seriously.
Just cranky face, resting bitch face.
Yeah.
No, I have too many ex-girlfriends.
You have a lot. One of the things I used to look forward to coming in when you worked at Whitehall Shop was hearing about your ex-girlfriends. You tried to hook me up with a few of them.
Yeah.
What? The one, I remember.
Echo.
Yeah.
I'll just say her name. I don't care.
You what?
I'll just say her name.
Okay.
She's a cool girl. She's a cool chick. When she used to not be sober, she was more fun.
Well, now she's like...
She's like some kind of drug counselor.
Well, she's married too, right?
No.
Boyfriend?
No. I mean, if you want to.
Nah.
She's a little chubby now.
No, I'm interested in a girl right now.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But my wife knows about all my exes.
Well, I think that's probably good.
Like I don't.
In the interest of being open and honest, right?
But I tell like random stories, and she's like, "How would you feel if I told you that exact same story?" I'd be like horrified. That's you being a whore. That's me being a conqueror.
Yeah, you. I don't know where you get your confidence from.
Because I don't give up.
Yeah. That's funny to me. I mean, I'm becoming more and more like that.
You can't stress over everything all the time. I mean, I stress over a lot of stuff at home.
Right.
But like, otherwise I don't care.
Right.
But yeah, when we worked at Whitehall, you would always come in and you'd be like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I was going through a rough
I love her so much.
I did.
I'm going to drive out to Maryland.
No, it was
like, whoa.
We'll say Maryland, but that's not where it was.
It wasn't.
No.
I thought it was.
No, that's what people said, Maryland. A lot of people said New Jersey.
Yeah, I thought it was like somewhere out there.
No, it's like almost directly east of here, but you wouldn't think it is.
Yeah. So I always just thought like,
I'll just say it's Rhode Island.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
But I was
the
always
fucking
like,
most awful state in the whole United States.
if I saw you had like your hood up
Next
and
to
you were all
Delaware.
dour and serious, I'd be like, I'm gonna go cheer Ryan up. And then I'd be like, hey,
And I hated it.
Want to hear a funny story about my ex-girlfriend?
No, those were funny, but I hated when people tried to cheer me up.
Oh yeah, because it's stupid. No one, you don't want anyone intruding on your personal pain.
Yeah, let me be angry.
Yeah.
And sad.
But if some idiot is going to tell you about some crazy ex-girlfriend you
Then
had
I'm gonna listen.
tried to stab you with a pair of scissors because you were playing a video game and ignored her.
That's a good story.
She did try to dump a can of Coke on my PlayStation 3. I'd stop her. And then she tried to stab me. And then she left and then tried to run me over with her pickup truck.
You really know how to pick them.
I try to pick the crazy. Crazy's fun.
Yeah, that works.
That's what you should do. You should make an online dating profile. And then just kind of
I have two.
try to find the crazy.
I do. I have two of them. Neither of them work.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you message girls?
I do.
I used to get messages all the time.
How?
I don't know. I didn't care. I put a nice picture up.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they just don't like the way I look.
I sent a nice picture of you I had once to a girl that I wanted to hook you up with, and she's like,
Oh yeah, she didn't like the hair.
The Unabomber.
Yeah. Well, I don't get that. That's just.
You made
No.
me look like a Unabomber, and I thought it was cute.
You know what people say I look like all the time now? They peg me as a hipster now, which I don't get.
I can't stand hipsters. They're douchebags.
I'm not that guy. I wear flannel shirts. I have prescription glasses that I need.
I grew up wearing flannel shirts. In the 90s, that's all I wore.
Yeah.
And now it's hip to wear flannel shirts.
They look good on me. When I was fatter rather, they were very slimming. And now everything I wear is slimming because I look good.
There you go. But yeah, like have a profile and then try to message a crazy chick.
A crazy chick.
Just try to find crazy.
I'm not good at. Well, no, I'm great at picking it out. That's
Yeah, but
X2.
you try to pick out a long term.
That's true.
You don't want to go for a long term. If it turns into long term, then great.
Is that how you're supposed to do it?
Yeah.
Don't go for broke all at once.
Yeah. You don't want like just a casual hookup. But like, hey, let's go out, hang out. And then you go and hang out. And maybe it's fun. Maybe you come back in a couple of days.
Yeah, I hate dating though. Like I hate the process of getting to know someone.
It's torturous.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, I'm not doing anything right. I was gonna say I'm not doing something right, but I'm not doing anything right.
Yeah, we can go through all my ex-girlfriends and we'll try to set you up with all of them.
Yeah, that is a podcast right there. We have to have them all on. We have to interview them. And each interview is like a date for me.
Yeah.
I'm into that.
But they don't know it. And you're just asking them leading questions like you're on a date.
And then you're just there. You just butt in every now and then.
Like, yeah, I think I could get a few ex-girlfriends. Some won't talk to me.
I can't imagine why.
I don't know. There's some that are very angry with me. Some not so much.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
I think it would be hilarious. It'll at least be fun for us.
Yeah.
If no one else hears it, we'll laugh every week.
Oh yeah, that's
So I don't care.
yeah, that's the point, really.
Yep.
Like, if you get into podcasting just to like get famous and get listeners,
You're not gonna make it.
yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, unless you're already famous. Somebody like Joe Rogan, who's already got an audience,
Yeah.
they're gonna follow him.
Yeah.
And to get more of him. But if you just want to start off and have fun,
Yeah.
make something real
We'll say organic.
organic,
Yeah.
and just kind of go from there, it could develop into something. And there's ways to monetize it, but I don't think that's really.
That's not important right now.
Yeah.
We have to get listeners first. And we have to be famous.
You don't really have to be famous. Some guys just do like ads. And that's
ads are where you make the
shittiest
money.
Ads. And
Who cares?
Oh, you can order this from Sherry's Berries.
Now we have to start a company called Sherry's Berries.
No, there is a company called Sherry's Berries. They send you berries.
We'll call it Berries Sherry's then.
Or like a Casper mattress. But they actually send you a mattress, so maybe we can get a new mattress.
Oh, dude, we can get so much free stuff. That's why you get into podcasting.
That's why.
The free stuff.
Hell yeah.
I needed more underwear, so let's get it like an underwear place.
There is a super relaxed, fancy pair of underwear out there.
Really?
I don't know what it's called.
No, that's not good
Mine
advertising.
are all rotty. I had no clean work clothes.
Let's just do an advertising podcast.
We should. It's all advertising.
Yeah.
And then there's ways you can be crowdfunded,
Yeah.
like a company called Patreon.
Well, there's a lot of online crowdfunding places.
Well, Patreon is specifically like made for podcasting, where you have a devout group of listeners who donate, say, $1 a week, and as long as we put out an episode, we get paid.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. And you release extra bonus stuff for Patreon subscribers and stuff like that.
Right.
But that is a ways down the road, and there's really no reason for us to charge anything because it's really not costing us anything right now.
Right.
So,
Yeah, dude, this is going to work out.
I think it'll just be fun to do.
Yeah. And I mean, if we can't get together Sundays, it might be better to get together Saturdays.
Okay.
Like Saturday morning still.
Okay.
Just because I'm not limited to just a coffee.
Yeah.
And we can actually like talk about, like, I'll get a beer Saturday morning. I don't give a
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be a great way to start the day. That is how I started my very first cheat day, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I was with my very first cheat day. I was with Patrick and Katie up in Houghton. And we had this beer from Atwater Brewing in Detroit, Michigan. And it was good. It was like something to do with Abraham Lincoln, but it was an IPA. It was good.
I have a hard time drinking beer now because of my stomach.
Yeah, because it's so small.
Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna switch to whiskey.
Yeah, sure. I don't, unless I'm shooting it, I don't particularly care for whiskey.
I don't know how people can just sip whiskey.
With ice.
People sip it and enjoy it.
Maybe they just have numb mouths.
I guess.
Because it just
Seems
hurts.
like it hurts.
Yeah. I used to drink, we used to just have like well whiskey when I was playing in the band. We would take a shot and drink beer before we started playing every time. And that was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. Sometimes it would be 2 shots, depending on how many people were there. And, yeah.
But yeah, we should do a Saturday morning Get Ripped podcast.
Get ripped.
Get stupid. See where it goes.
No, I don't want to get drunk.
Oh,
I mean, I want to get toasty.
I'm a lazy drunk.
Yeah.
I want to drink, but I don't.
Right.
Like all the time. I could drink all day, every day, but I just don't because I'm lazy.
Those are called alcoholics. And I don't think you're lazy.
I'm lazy. I'm unmotivated to be a drunk. So maybe it's not a bad
It takes
thing.
no work to be a drunk.
It does, because you got to get up. You have to make the drink. Like, what are you going to drink? I can't just drink straight liquor.
Yeah, if you were a drunk, you could.
Like right now, I could drink a Bloody Mary. That would be badass.
That's not like an alcoholic's drink, though, I don't think.
I feel like
I think that's a golfing drink. Like,
I don't golf though.
that would be fun.
I'm
Take you out
horrible at
golfing.
golfing.
Everybody's horrible at golfing. Even professional golfers. That's not true. They're really good.
I hate golf.
Why? Mini golf, then.
Oh, I love mini golf.
We'll go mini golfing with Bloody Marys.
Oh my god, that's what we need to do. Is there an indoor mini golf?
If not, there should be.
Maybe in Chia.
Something to look up.
Yeah.
That would be a fun one.
Yeah. One summer, me and an old friend of mine, we're not friends anymore because he got married. And I was married. But I got divorced, and his wife didn't approve of me getting divorced.
Are they Catholic? They're Catholic, aren't
Yeah.
they? Oh,
I went to his wedding, and he had a full Scottish wedding where he had like bagpipes come down the aisle. It was weird. It was fun though. But one summer, every day
Too much.
we went to the driving range and like Craig's Cruisers and played mini golf for a summer.
Every day?
Every day.
Like 7 days a week?
5 days a week.
Okay.
5 or 6.
Thank you, Chef.
I went out and bought my own putter. I spent like $60 on this putter once, and it was a nice putter.
You got a deal on it then.
I went, well, at the time, I don't know. I got it at Myers, so I'm sure it wasn't a nice putter. It was
Right.
$60.
It was better than the ones you get at the mini golf course.
Yes. So we went to Craig's Cruisers, and I shot an amazing game, and I had like 3 holes in one. And in the last hole in one, I like threw it up in the air and just kind of let it fall, and it fell and hit square on the club head and snapped in 2. The first day I had it. So yeah,
It was... That's funny.
that's my life.
I get nice things and they break right away.
Yeah. So I can't have nice things anymore.
Yeah.
But all right, let's plan on this next Saturday.
Okay.
Let's try to release this Monday mornings.
Yeah.
Is that Sunday?
Monday morning? Yeah. I work second shift, so...
Okay.
And I'll figure out...
What platform?
I did no research into how to upload.
Neither am I.
But how hard can it be?
It can't be hard.
No. Nobody's ever going to hear
There's
this.
SoundCloud, there's Stitcher, there's iTunes.
Yeah, I'm going to... Because iTunes, I'm pretty sure, like...
There's got to be some kind of cost.
Yeah, if it's not a cost, I just don't want to deal with iTunes. Because... Not yet, anyway.
I think eventually. Let's get a few in the can and see what we do.
Yeah, I think SoundCloud is a good thing because like you can put a whole bunch of hashtags on there and people can sort of like, you know, guys with beards.
Yes, this is going to be the most random rambling.
Yeah, people are gonna hate this.
It's fine. They can hate it. They might tune in and enjoy it. Stupid topics.
I hope so.
And if people have ideas for us, they can write in.
And we can ignore them.
Well, we could, but like I'll put my email address out there.
Yeah, I can put mine on there too.
Mine is PK Watson
Text it to me, you old man.
231
No, just
at hotmail.com.
Oh, you okay? I see what you're doing.
And we'll set up a regular email for the show once we come up with a name for it.
Yeah. Okay.
And everyone's welcome to send
Yeah, let's have people send in suggestions. for the name.
suggestions, booby pics.
But yeah, definitely booby pics. Let's keep the dick pics to a minimum.
Or a maximum.
Yeah, let's see. Flood the inbox.
That is from another podcast I did steal from.
Really?
Yeah, they would send all kinds of like pornographic pics to this guy's email, and he would review them and give
Yeah,
shout
people will
outs.
talk about anything.
Yeah.
We could, like, this is just going to be the podcast. There's no set format. We're just going to sit here and talk
I think
about
we should just
stupid
call
shit.
we need to do some research and see if there is a podcast called The Podcast, and just call it The Podcast.
That would be great because things like that do well
Yeah.
when they're just very general.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite bands. That's how they did it.
The band.
The band. That's what
Never
they're
heard
called.
of them.
You've heard their music. Yeah, you have.
I'm old.
They're old.
I've never heard of them.
Yeah, a couple of them are dead.
Well, that's why I've never heard of them.
But no, you've heard them.
All right.
I know. Yeah. This is probably as good a spot as any to
I think it's a
close
good
it
place to
out.
wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right. So you've been listening to Patrick and
Don't
Ryan.
say it like that.
How are we gonna say it?
Just say. I don't know. Just don't make it all formal.
Well, it has to be simple.
No, it doesn't.
There's got to be an intro and an outro.
There's not going to be a CEO listening to us. Like,
no, not a CEO.
oh yeah, I'm critiquing this right now. They didn't do a good job.
Okay, I'm Patrick.
I'm Ryan.
Thanks for listening.
That's better.
Stupid.
That was one from the vault. Remember to check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Search for the Tap Podcast and you'll find us. Please give us a rating and a positive review if you like the show. We love you.